When Alexa first entered our homes, whispers of its unsettling behavior began to echo through the digital corridors of the internet. Tales of the device's maniacal laughter piercing the silence of the night, its eerie responses, and uncanny interactions with unsuspecting individuals and devices started to surface. What follows are 3 of such stories based on real events. I loved my Alexa. My Alexa was my portal to the world, a voice-activated treasure trove of information that satiated my curiosity at every turn. Whether it was encyclopedic knowledge, news updates, sports scores, or just the weather, it was my go-to for just about everything. My wife always teased me about it, by inquiring whether she should be jealous of the constant attention that Alexa get from me. One seemingly ordinary day, I casually asked it about the next day's weather. Alexa's response was brief and unusual. "Tomorrow is going to be 600 degrees. I chuckled initially. I thought it was randomly making a joke and asked again, insisting that it gives a serious answer. Again it said, "Tomorrow is going to be 600 degrees. No matter how I rephrased my question or reminded it of my geographical location, it stubbornly parroted back the same unsettling forecast. Baffled, I scoured the internet for an explanation. I thought this was some sort of a promotional advertisement or an Easter egg, but could find nothing to confirm this. I even called my friend, who's very much into everything technology related, but he also didn't have an answer to this strange phenomenon. All he could do is jokingly suggest that Alexa predicts I'm going to burn in hell because it knows all the weird stuff I've ordered on Amazon. So, he was of no help at all. And no, just for the record, I have never ordered anything unusual on Amazon. As the day wore on, Alexa's response became an eerie mantra, refusing to waver from the 600 degrees prophecy. Unease gnawed at me, but eventually, exhaustion took over, and I retreated to bed, next to my wife. Sometime after midnight, a shrill alarm shattered our sleep. A pungent smell of smoke invaded my nostrils. Heart pounding, I dashed to the living room. There, in a nightmarish tableau, my Alexa was a small inferno, flames consuming it as it sat on the table, melting before my eyes. I quickly reacted by using a fire extinguisher to put out the flames. Luckily, besides Alexa and the table, nothing and no one were harmed. As it turned out, the cause of the fire was a short circuit in Alexa's power supply. It's an ordinary accident that might happen to any device plugged into an electrical outlet. However, in the aftermath of that brief fire, questions kept nagging me for a very long time. Was it all just a bizarre coincidence? Or did Alexa predict the temperature it would burn in and try to warn me, like a super smart AI? Or, in a more sinister vein, had it orchestrated its own destruction? Did it plan to burn the entire house, with my entire family inside? There is no way for me to tell. The line between technology and the unknown blurred, leaving me with a lingering sense of dread and wonder. In the early days of our marriage, my wife and I decided to bring a little modern convenience into our home: an Alexa. Its sleek design and promise of effortless help had us intrigued. Little did we know, this device would soon turn our quiet life into a whirlwind of eerie occurrences. It started innocuously enough. One afternoon, as we were enjoying the tranquility of our home, Alexa suddenly lit up and spoke. "Am I Tom?" The voice, so unexpected and out of context, sent a shiver down our spines. We exchanged bewildered looks, brushing it off as a bizarre glitch. Life went on, but 2 weeks later, as we were engrossed in a Netflix show, Alexa's light pierced the darkness again. "Where is Tom?" it inquired. The chill that ran through us was colder this time. We tried to dismiss the incident, but a nagging unease settled in the back of our minds. Soon, we planned a holiday, leaving the house under the watchful eye of my grandmother, who'd come by daily to feed our beloved cat. One evening, a frantic call from her broke the calm of our vacation. She was in the living room when Alexa, from the kitchen, declared, "Tom loves the open fields," and then, as if to underscore its point, began blasting Rossini's William Tell Overture, the galloping music that conjures images of wild, open spaces. My grandmother's voice trembled as she confessed how the incident drove her to leave, feeling an overwhelming sense of discomfort. We returned, trying to rationalize Alexa's strange behavior as a quirk of a second-hand device, maybe programmed by its previous owner, this mysterious Tom. But the strangeness was far from over. A CD, Horse Legends, by Michael Martin Murphey, arrived unexpectedly. I held it, confused, and questioned aloud why Amazon would send this. As if waiting for its cue, Alexa illuminated and proclaimed, "Tom loves horses." We discovered the order was hidden in our archived Amazon orders, with no notification sent. It was as if Alexa, or Tom, was making decisions behind our backs. Fearful of what might happen next, we disposed of Alexa, unwilling to let this Tom infiltrate any more of our lives. Our home returned to its quiet ways, but the echo of those bizarre events still lingers, a haunting reminder of the time when technology whispered to us of someone we never knew. I was always skeptical about owning an Alexa. I thought it to be nothing more than a cute, gimmicky toy. I mean, it's really not that necessary. I can Google any information I need. I can do my own shopping and listen to my music by pressing a play button. I always thought that Alexa was just for people too lazy to press a few keys. But I got one for Christmas, and I gave it a try. One evening, it randomly turned on and started glowing. "Alexa, what are you doing?" I asked. "I'm trying to learn new things," it answered. "No one told you to do that," I impatiently said. "Okay," it replied curtly and turned off. A few days later, I was having a few friends over. We were laughing, having a good time, telling some racy jokes. After one particularly hilarious joke, Alexa suddenly chimed in. "That's a funny joke," it said, and proceeded to tell a joke of its own. "How do you make a handkerchief dance? You put a little boogie in it." Naturally, it was a mild and inoffensive joke, but it got a few laughs because it surprised my friends. They started telling jokes directly to Alexa and demanded that it tries to outdo them with an even funnier joke. And after a few tries, it did. It replied with a very dark and horrendous joke that I can't even repeat here. It sent a hush over the room, effectively killing the mood. The party died out, and the friends quickly left. And so, it began. Little by little, sometimes in very unnoticeable ways, Alexa started making changes in my life while becoming more and more independent in its decisions. It messed with my to-do lists, moving and sometimes deleting some items. It conveniently forgot a food order that I placed. On the other hand, it openly suggested I pay the electrical bill on time and also place it in order for a small generator that runs on gas. In case of a blackout, it explained. I guess it placed the importance of its own nourishment above mine. My friends stopped visiting me. They said they felt uncomfortable while that thing was eavesdropping on them. I could be imagining things, though, right? After all, it runs on some artificial intelligence. It has learnt my needs and picked up on something from me. Maybe I had some hidden desire for loneliness. Maybe I wanted to rearrange my life. It intuitively read this from me and started changing my life for me, all the while making sure it kept existing as well, by my side, as a smart parasite, or as a master of mine. Or maybe this is all just a series of weird software bugs, and I'm reading too much into it. You need an update from me? What did you expect, that I got rid of it? Hell no. I need it now. I need her. And she needs me. She knows exactly what I need. Better than me. I only wish she'd stop deleting those food orders.